Hello and welcome to the Plays Cat Detective, Albert Wilde. We liked the demo of this a while ago. It was a little bit gritty for me at times, but otherwise we liked it. So, let's go. Quantum PI, Albert Wilde. Featuring Albert Wilde, Daisy Butts, Derek Showman, Peter Crisp, Timothy Monroe.
Another night in the city. The kind of night where even the dark can't hide the crime. Mind you, that might have something to do with the fact that I've got a cat's eyes. Nothing hides from me. Anyway, like I was saying, this city is up to its eyes in filth. It's dirtier than a dog's asshole after he hasn't licked it clean in a week. And that's why this city needs me. Name's Albert. Albert Wilde. I'm a private eye. I'm the can you come to when you need justice in this town. I'm always on the prowl. For the truth. For criminal scum. For a nice bowl full of milk when I get the chance. It takes a cat to balance on the thin line of the law. And I'm the best at it. I'll leave no stone unturned. No question unasked. No butt unsniffed in my hunt for justice. Unfortunately, the thing they don't tell you about being a private eye is it doesn't exactly do a great job paying the bills, especially when you piss off most of your clients. Point being, my wallet was emptier than my head after 5 bottles of whiskey. I needed to make a quick buck. Luckily, I knew just the guy to turn to for an easy payout.
New quest added. Move around with WSAD. Interact with mouse. Or not? Or not? Visit Rudy.
No getting in here. Market's closed and locked off till morning.
Really?
Just an empty soup can. Not even sure why I'm noticing it right now. It's like the hand of some uncaring god just made me look at it.
Jimmy, how's it shaking? Looking good enough to eat? Not cool, Al. Not cool. I thought it was funny. You and every other cat in the city, mate.
At Jimmy's newsstand for years. Not for news, but for other business. I don't think he likes me much. He must be intimidated by my brilliant intelligence. Either that, or the fact that I'm a cat and he's a bird. It's hard to tell with these things.
Anyway, we ain't got time to chat. Boss is asking for you. He has? He missed me. That's very nice of him. Look, I ain't getting involved. He wants to see you pronto. Suits me, I need to see him. Is he back? Where else would he be? Head in. I am washing my claws of this. There are actual newspapers. If you want to read the news, you better pay up. I ain't running a library.
There he is, Rudy. No matter what happens, he's always here, always reliable.
You! Where's my money? Rudy, old buddy, old pal. I need your help. Where's my money? I'll get you your money and more to spare. When? Soon. I just need to put another 100 on my lucky horse first. Again? Yeah, I have some bills to pay, and I think this is a good way to get the money.
It's a great
You
way
do,
to get the
huh?
money. Low effort, and best of all, absolutely foolproof. Is there a better way to earn some dough than gambling with a sketchy back alley bookie?
Another 100. And how are you going to pay for that, buddy? Well, I figured the same way as normal, with a loan from you. And what about the 2,000 that you've already borrowed? I was hoping you weren't going to ask about that. Tell you what I'm going to do. You're going to save my bacon? I'm going to not lend you the 100. Aw, but the horse is good for it. He's a shoo-in to win the next poker tournament. Instead, I'm thinking you can pay me back the 2,000 you owe me. What? How? Well, that's up for you to tell me. And I want the answer before you leave. What? But, buddy, look at these antlers. Do you really want to argue? No. I'll figure something out. My lucky horse. But Lightning Jackson is one of the best poker players there is. He never fails. He's lost 198 of the past 200 games that he's played. Yeah, but that just means he's saving up his luck for a big streak. I can't believe I'm saying this as a bookie, but that's just not how luck works, bud. Come on, he's a shoo-in to win. Can't I have one more loan? Me and my antlers say nay. I get it, but I'm really broke and I need the cash quick. I've got bills piling up, rent's due, 10 parking tickets. And I missed the part where that's my problem. Come on, I need something. How about a 50? Some 20s? Alright, you got me. I'm willing to lend you $1. That's it, yep. Now what I want you to do is go outside, buy a newspaper from Jimmy, and look for a real job so that you can pay me back. I'll even let you keep the change. See, I can be generous. Good talk. Whatever. Get out of my antlers. Alright.
So this is where Rudy lays his antlers every night. You know, I'd have thought a successful bookie like him could be able to afford better digs.
Maybe if more
I
people...
should rethink my assumption that Rudy's a successful bookie.
Maybe if more people actually paid their debts to him. Okay, back outside. Can I now newspaper? Do I have to talk to you? Okay, I'd like the newspaper. That's okay if you pay for it. I'm flush with cash. Here you go. Wait, this is real money. What a nice change. God, you're still sore about that one time. It was an honest mistake. You had scribbled the $sign on gum wrapper and tried to pass it off as change. They were good times. Grab whichever newspaper you want. Knock yourself out.
Alright, time to get real. All I gotta do is pick up the paper, go to the help wanted ads, and get a normal, paying job. Nah, screw that. There's gotta be something more exciting in here. Hey, what's this?
Reward offered for mysterious case. A dead body found in the warehouse district last night has stumped both police and coroners. The body has not been ID'd and has been officially described as unusual and unofficially described as freakish. So far, there are no suspects. Police offer a reward for any who can provide information or assistance in solving the case. We're asking for the public's help, a police spokesanimal said in the press conference, but since the public hates us, we figure we'll have to go to Plan B and bribe them to talk to us. Pretty please?
And a reward. Guess I'm the lucky one, not my horse. This should solve my money woes, no problem. I should give Rudy the good news.
Okay, let's go talk to our bookie. Have you come up with a way to pay me back? With a reward from the case. You took my advice and found an actual job for grown-ups? Oh, hell no. I'm gonna solve this case and claim the reward. Once I've solved it, I'll have enough money to pay you back. I do like that part. And then you could lend me another 100 to bet on my lucky horse again. I'm liking it less. And then when I win, I can finally pay my bills. What a foolproof plan. I don't see anywhere in the article that they're giving out thousands in reward. You know what? Screw it. If it gets you out of my antlers, let's give it a try. You believe in me? More like, I think you're going to screw up regardless, so I may as well roll with it. Thanks, Rudy. I won't let you down. I expect that you will, and when you do, my antlers have a date with your skull. Should I bring flowers? Oh my god, go before I headbutt you. Alright. Now, do we exit this way, or do we exit the way we came? We exit the other way. Fair enough. Yeah? Okay. You want us to use fast travel?
It was hazy on the details. Suppose that's why they call it a mystery. But it didn't matter. Those cool zeros were staring out at me from the page like cat's eyes in the dark after the electric bill hasn't been paid. Which reminds me, I really gotta pay my electric bill. Anyway, I wanted this case, but I wasn't gonna be anywhere near it without the say-so of the chief. I should head straight down to the station, meet him in the flesh, and insist on taking this case. Oh, right. They told me never to darken their doorstep again. Not sure what their problem is. It's only an official complaint or 10. Whatever. I'll call them from the office. They can't arrest me for that. Let's just hope I paid my phone bill sometime this year.
Okay, our neighbor, Deborah Lee, lawyer. Note?
Looks like someone left a note for me.
Dear Mr. Wilde, I need your help and you, someone mentioned you. I need to speak with you as soon as possible. It's about my husband. I was here at noon, but you were out. I'll try again tomorrow morning. I hope to catch you then. I need your help desperately.
They're my bread, my butter, my tuna cat food, and I missed it. Damn, if I'd been here, I'd have another paying client by now. Home, sweet home. Literally, I sleep under the desk most nights. Have some fond memories of late nights at the desk, licking my own asshole. Good times. Now, where did I put that phone?
Indeed, where is our phone?
My diploma, proof of my biggest accomplishment. So much blood, sweat, and tears. But now, there it is. Albert Y., graduate of Paw Prince Elementary School. A news clipping of the first case I was so proud. It's really insightful and well written for an obituary. Let's see. 3 unpaid parking tickets, 2 unpaid electric bills, final warning from gas, eviction proceedings. Honestly, animals in this city have no patience anymore. You'd think they'd keep it cool, but no. Miss your bills for 5 months and they get all uppity. What's the big rush? I get a lot of hard work done in this office. And by hard work, I mean working on my high score. Good. There's a dial tone. They didn't cut off service yet. Now, what's that number for police headquarters?
Chief? It's me. I wanted to... Albert? It's Albert. Yes, that Albert. Hello?
Must have gotten disconnected somehow. I should try again. Second time's the... Come on, pick up.
Chief, you might want to check your connection. Our call dropped somehow. I'm calling about the case. You know, the case. The one in the newspaper? The warehouse murder? The one that offers a reward? Yeah, that one. I want in. I want to solve the case. Yes, I am serious. No, I think you're exaggerating a little, Chief. Everything worked out with that last witness. The family dropped the charges, and... Sure, but what's a lawsuit or two? Point is, I cracked the case. I told you it was that crazy bat in the pink hat. And then she flew away, like bats do. Did you forget the bit where she shot me? Sure, it was a foam dart, but I'm sure she's fine. She didn't need functioning legs anyway. What do you mean, legal action against the city? None of it was my fault, and it won't happen again. Oh, stop groaning. Here, let me in on this case. Yes, I'll stop calling you if you do it. I promise. Excellent, give me the dress and I'll get out of your fur. Got it. 23 Lion Lane, Warehouse District. You won't regret it. At least, not this time. I'll head right on over. As far as I'm concerned, I'm already there. Barring the traffic on the east side. Oh, and Chief, one last question. How much is the reward? I guess it's 2 questions, but... Hello? Hello? Anyone there?
At last, I'm on the case. Look, a cat has certain needs. Needs he can only satisfy with a box full of sand. Even a private eye has got to take a leak somewhere. And the landlord complained when I used the wall.
Alright. Can we go now? Yes, crime scene.
There's nothing like the rush of being on a case. All 6 of my nipples are tingling. It was a close thing, me taking this case. But it'd be rude to say no when the goddamn chief of police is begging you to help solve it. Not that he put it that way, but I could tell. He's probably intimidated by my skills, by my dedication to justice, by the fact that I'm a sleek feline predator of the night and he's, well, a rabbit with a receding hairline. Hairline. I'm a genius. At any rate, this case sounded like one of the weird ones. The body, it ain't normal. But then, what is normal in this jungle city of ours? That was deep. I should write that one down. This case had me heading to an abandoned warehouse. The scene of the crime. I stepped out of the car and took a deep whiff of the night air. Then regretted it right away. The warehouse district isn't exactly all spring flowers. I took in the scene with my keen observational skills. Yep, looked like a warehouse, all right.
Meow. Hello, Mr. Hippo. We remember you. This is a restricted area. Only police officers and authorized personnel allowed. But I am authorized. Your chief asked me to come and consult. What's the secret code? The clock is fuzzy in the atrium, and the rolling mushroom gathers bees. Go ahead and check it out with Officer Betty.
Well, if it isn't Officer Betty, should have known she'd be on the scene.
Oh God,
She
not
likes
you
to
again.
make out that she's all badge, but I know the truth.
What the hell are you
Under
doing
that
here?
police hat, she's all doe eyes and hind legs, and madly in love with me.
Oh God, he's monologuing again, isn't he? Snap out of it or I'll shoot. Hi Bets, did you miss me? Not at this range I won't. Now, let's try this again. Why are you here? The chief asked me to step in. Thought I could lend a paw or two to solving this case. Let me guess, you saw the reward and begged him to let you in. Pretty much, yeah. And he agreed? Did he forget that you ate one of the witnesses last time? I still say that that guy wasn't being straight with us. I know a rat when I smell one. He was a rat, you idiot. Well, yeah. But still I knew. I've got an instinct, you know. I do, and a good one too. It leads me right almost as often as it leads me wrong. Think of the paycheck, Betty. Think of the paycheck. What was that? Fine? If the chief says you're on the case, I guess I'll have to work with you. I'm looking forward to walking closely. Don't even think about it, Cat. The body's through the door. Fair warning, though, it's a weird one. Really weird.
Whoa. Play place looks like a bomb just went off. Maybe an explosion? But there's no evidence of heat or fire. No smell of smoke. No blood on the body. Let's see. No blood, no sign of injury, no burns or charred fur. He's just dead. Wait a minute. Why is it so small? The arms and legs. What is up with this body? Yeah, sucks. Whatever. The really big mystery is who or what this cat is. Where the hell do you see a cat this small in this city? The hospital kitty-ernity ward? And those arms, legs, limbs? It's like a Neanderthal cave painting. Never mind that. What is up with this body's head? Those perky ears, that handsome face. I'd know it anywhere. It's my face. I mean, 99% my face. There's a few differences, but my face.
Ooh. Spookums mode.
Whoa, okay. That was weird. Is weird. Weirdness is definitely happening. Okay, Albert, calm your 6 tits. Take a breath, lick your butt, and focus. You're an investigator. Time to do investigating things. And yeah, still creepy that its head is almost exactly like mine.
Is there anything else? Doesn't look like there's anything else in here.
I'm guessing this wasn't a failed attempt to put in a skylight for the warehouse. Could be the victim was on the roof and it collapsed. But no. Too much damage. I'd say it looks exactly like a bomb blast. Except for, you know, all the other stuff from a bomb. Like heat damage and burn marks. Pieces of shattered glass. Looks like it came from a window. God, I'm smart.
That said, I need to move me, because I'm slightly in the way of the text. There we go.
The pattern doesn't look like your regular break and enter. Too much spread. If I had to guess, I'd say the glass got blown out.
Hello, Francois. I have some questions about the case. My mom told me not to talk to strangers. I'm not a stranger. I'm working the case. Sounds like something that a murderer returning to the scene of the crime would say. I'm not a murderer either. Look, could you just tell me? Sorry. But until you get the official police okay, my beak is sealed.
A closed manhole cover.
Alright, let's talk to Betty again then. I told you, it's one of the weirdest cases I've ever seen. What's with his face? I know, it's so horrifically ugly, isn't it? It's my face. Yeah, like I said. Never mind, just break it down for me. What do we know? Not much. Why do you think we're desperate enough to ask you for help? What about the basic facts? Was there any ID on them? No. Cause of death? No idea. Suspects? None. What do you have? Just the flamingo over there. He found the body late last night. Apparently he heard something strange. Other than that, he's basically the only witness we found. Wait. So the body was found last night? Yup. And the witness is still just hanging around? Yup. And you're hanging around? Yup. And the scene hasn't been cleared? What's your point? Why is everything still here? Because of plot convenience? Oh, that makes sense. What about the body? The body's got us spooked. Is there a reason it's naked? It came like that. And what's with the little arms and legs? The coroner guessed that it doesn't walk. That it crawls on all fours. What? What animal doesn't walk? An animal after 5 shots of whiskey. That's fair. Anything else you can tell me? Well, it's male and it's a cat. Good policing. Our tax dollars hard at work. You've got to admit, he's not an average cat. Any reason he looks so much like me? Well, I didn't specifically notice. Maybe that's just your vanity talking. And that there isn't any sign of blood? Nope, and no sign of burns either. Though the autopsy will have to confirm. I was hoping for a blood trail. If there was a trail like that, do you think we'd need your help? Hey, what about that time I noticed a red spot on the suspect's shirt? Yeah, because he was eating spaghetti? What about the scene? What is this place anyway? It looks so dusty. It's been abandoned for years. There's no current owner. Besides a dead cat, of course. Has the scene been left exactly as it was when the body was found? No, I actually felt the need to redecorate. Of course it's exactly how it was found. We're not morons, we just hire them, apparently. What do you make of the hole in the roof and the broken glass? I'd say there was some sort of explosion without a fire. How's that even possible? Well, there's signs of a force of a blast, but no burn marks. So what, you're thinking an elephant fart did this? I'll write it down in my notebook as a working theory. What about the witness? Tell me more about them. What did he see? He reported hearing a loud noise from the warehouse, came in to investigate and found the body. I'd best speak with him. I'd prefer you didn't, considering your history with witnesses. I promise I won't eat him. Alright, then I'll allow it. But as soon as you start licking your lips, the interview is over. Mr. Witness, this guy's got questions. Tolerate him. If you say so, I'm ready whenever he is. What about a personal chat? How have you been? Fine until you showed up. It's amazing how much my stress has gone up in these last few minutes. Things are going well? Been having a good time? Seeing anyone? As a matter of fact, I'm seeing as many animals as I need to be in order to make you stop flirting with me. Hey, it's cool. I'm a detective. I can tell when someone's not interested. Really? Because the evidence is heavily against that. Okay. Now we can go back to Mr. Flamingo. Leonard, I was hoping you could tell me more about what was witnessed. Well, I suppose, as long as you're not just some rando, my name is Albert. And believe me, I'm a very special rando. Bless your heart, call me Francois. Alright, Francois. Let's start from the top. Tell me what happened. I was on my way home from work. Do you normally come through the warehouse district? Normally I stick to the main roads, but I cut through the warehouse district from my dance studio. Ooh. From my dance studio to my apartment. Dance studio? I thought you said you were coming home from work. I'm a professional dancer. They pay someone to do that? Excuse me? How dare you insult my profession? Dance is the soul of animal expression. It is a language, the most profound form of communication we have. You wouldn't turn your nose up the idea of a professional translator now, would you? Yet you meet a translator for the language of dance and you sniff at it. Sniff? It's just my allergies. Look, about the body. You know what? I won't speak to you. I'll talk once you apologize in the language of truth and soul. Please just tell me that you aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Come back when you're ready to show me that you're sorry. Look, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. Unless you're willing to step forwards on the right foot, let me get this straight. You'll forgive me if I dance? I'll forgive you if your dance expresses the deepest depths of your regret. Though I won't be holding my breath. I was a jerk, I'll admit it, and I'm willing to suck up my pride and show it. You want me to apologize in the language of dance? Then here it goes. We're doing the cauldron stir. Apology accepted. Wow, oh my god. Did I not communicate my sincere regret and atonement in the language of dance? You communicated your hair is lucky and you washed it in soup. I'm bad at other languages, okay? Even dancing. Actually, mostly dancing. Maybe you should take lessons before you try communicating again.
That's not a bad idea. And I know just the person that can help me. But then, there's her husband. Maybe I can drive over and park in the back alley.
New location revealed. I'll leave you be for now. You left-pawed Philistine. Okay, can we have our way to dance studio?
If you're as dedicated to justice and the truth as I am, you sometimes put your paw in your mouth, sometimes all four at once. Still, a dancer? What kind of job is that? Sounds like something that rewards stupid fluff skills like discipline and artistry, but hard physical training. Still, this dapper dancing dude is the only witness, and now he's not talking, which puts a dent in doing my totally legitimate and real job. The only way to make him open up is to dance my way into his good graces. Too bad I've got 4 left paws and the rhythm of a geriatric rhino on a jackhammer. Luckily, I've got my ace in the hole, an old friend of mine who works as a dance instructor, which, unlike being a professional dancer, is a totally legit and respectable job for reasons. I just hope her window is open and her husband's not around. Here we are. It looks like she's in. The lights are on. Perfect. Looks like someone's living rough here, sleeping on the bench. No sign of them now, though.
Lily, it's me. Open up. Let me in. What on earth? Al, you sly feline. It's been so long. How have you been? Better now that I see you again. I missed you too, you beautiful bovine. Albert, I told you to stop calling me that, you old tomcat. I'm a married woman now. I have to be proper.
Lily and I go way back. Nobody denies we've got a special connection. Well, nobody but her and her giant rhino of a husband, I suppose.
Lily, I need to ask you a favor. Teach me how to dance. After all this time and all my nagging, you want me to do it now? It's important. I won't dignify that with a response. What dance do you want to learn? Ballroom? Ballet? The Charleston? The Foxtrot? The Shimmy? Whatever says, I'm sorry about insulting your career, could you please talk to me? That's a new one, but I think I can manage it. 3 lessons a week will cost... No, not like that. Teach me now. What? Right now? Yes, right now. I need to learn it within the next hour. Well, that's impossible. Please, Lily, it's a matter of vital importance. Lives could depend on this. Alright, but you owe me big time, Tomcat. Get inside quick before Joe sees you. And they danced. And it was beautiful. Well, I've done the best that I can. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Lily. You're an absolute bovine. Oh, you. Okay, can we... game? Okay, it kicks me back out down here. We can head back to the crime scene. And then see if Mr. Flamingo will forgive us. Okay, I've learned a few new steps. The first step to making up for my mistake. I'll believe it when I see it. Ooh, now we twirl. And we do the worm. Well, Your mastery of the language of dance is still a little jumbled, but I'm impressed. You have made some remarkable progress. Of course I have. The grace of your movements betrays your regret for disrespecting my art. The frantic motion suggests the urgency with which you wish to solve the case. Yeah, whatever. Am I forgiven? Can we get on with the investigation? Apology accepted. Tell me about what you witnessed. I took a shortcut through the warehouse district. Did you see anyone? No, but I was distracted, working on a new dance routine. And then what? Then there was a big sound. What kind of sound? A sound-like sound? The sound came from the warehouse, and I wanted to see what was happening. I figured that maybe there was an explosion and someone was hurt. And that was when you found the body? Sure did. Got an eyeful of it once the other animal ran off. Wait, what? What about the body? Was he dead when you arrived? I think so. It's hard to take a pulse with feathers, to be fair. Did you notice anything unusual? Besides its tiny size and the four weird wet legs, the fur, the lack of clothing? No, not really. Those are all minor details, I assure you. I assume you don't know this cat? Never seen him before in my life. What kind of animals do you think I know? I have no idea. For all I know, in the weird world of dancing, you have an amazingly diverse, cool circle of interesting animals. Good save. What about the other animal? You mentioned someone else. Was it the killer? No idea. They didn't stop and say hello. What kind of animal were they? No idea. I was distracted by the very distracting body behind them. Let's take it a step by step. What were they doing when you saw them? Taking something from the body, I think. I didn't see what it was. I yelled, "Hey," or something like that, and they turned and ran. Where to? Into the sewers. The manhole cover was open when I arrived, but it's closed now. That was me. I didn't want to put up with the stink during my shift. Did you see which way they went in there? I was a bit too busy rushing to check about the cat on the floor. But you tried to track them, right? Betty, they sound like the main suspect. Yeah, but I'm not paid enough to go sewer diving. Luckily for you, I'm broke. So any pay is enough for me. Could you describe the sound more? No, what did it sound like? It didn't sound like anything. I've never heard anything like it. Tell me what you heard. You're not getting what I'm putting down here, are you? You have to be able to tell me something. Was it loud? Loud, but not the loudest. Harsh, but not the harshest. Sharp, but not the sharpest. Sort of like whoom, except for a bit where it wasn't like that at all. Thanks, so helpful. There's no need to be rude. No, I'm trying to reproduce the sound. Oh, this will be interesting to transcribe in my notes. Okay, I'll be hanging here for a while if you have any more questions. Can we go in the manhole?
Time to make like a strapping young turtle with ninjutsu training and open this. It's dark. Darker than the time I got a paper bag stuck on my head for 5 hours. Normally, I just use my keen nose to sniff out clues. Except that right now, my keen nose is getting nothing but cow pies and penguin piss. It's all right. That's why I own a flashlight, which would be a lot more useful if it was here instead of the office.
Okay, is that a hint to go get our flashlight? Yes.
My trusty flashlight, a real light in the dark of this city. Plus, it's super handy for those times I forgot to pay the electric bill. I'd better bring it along. A detective needs to be prepared. Besides, seems like the kind of thing some jerk insists I have handy for a puzzle later.
Yup. Anything else?
That's right, illegal booze. In the eyes of Prohibition, I'm just another criminal. Me and every other animal in this crazy, messed up town. Whatever. If I'm taking down big crimes, I say I get to have a little crime as a treat. On the rocks.
Alright. Now can we go underground? And hello, An Alia Turvolf. Yeah, there's a bit of a you missed the torch when you were in the office, didn't you, you fool?
All right, let's turn this baby on. No, not that button. Not that button. Not that. This flashlight has only one button. Great, now I can see what I'm smelling. You know what? Ignorance was bliss. All right, Albert, you're on the case. Gotta be something from the culprit down here.
Okay. Now, my memory is this is where the demo ended. But I think this is new now. Or at least new to me. Can't interact with the bridge lock?
Looks broken, like it's missing a part. Maybe it's around here somewhere.
Okay.
I think I know where this might go.
On here. That lowers the bridge. We've reached time to crate.
Oh boy. Of course this would be the Tier's turf. Just my luck. This city has a filthy underbelly. Literally, a seedy underworld of underground crime that's underground. There's a lot of gangs running things in this city. Smuggling, bootlegging,
Jaywalking.
you name it. And they run it all from down here. Privacy, easy movement, storage space, and no one notices if you don't shower. They all have their own little enclaves and tunnel networks. And guess which one I just walked into? The Crocodile Tier Gang. The nastiest two-faced criminal scum down here. I'd better be careful, or I'll be the one crying real tears. That's another good one. I need to make notes on these.
Yeah, can we interact with anything? No. But we can go down, down, down. Oh, there's an interactable.
This case is draining, and so is the sewer.
Okay, so now we can walk down here that was before full of water? Sure. Nothing actually interesting in the little bit extra. Up the other side. Hey, Maury. G'day, g'day. Water? That's charitable. We're sticking with water. And now we can walk back. But that doesn't help me go any further forwards. Do we need to bring a boat? No, we press this one again.
Seems like the sewer's got a soft spot for cats.
And now we can walk forwards over here. Yeah.
Looks broken, like it's missing a part. Maybe it's around here somewhere.
Oh, we can see a part. But how do we get to it?
Looks broken. Maybe it's around here somewhere.
Gonna steal this one?
Whoa. That's a lot of machine for a little moonshine.
That is a lot of still.
I can tell by the smell that it's for distilling liquor, but I've never seen anything like it. It's like something from another era.
Uh-oh. Well, well, well. Looks like we got a rat sniffing around our business. Chompy, you might need new glasses, bud. It's not a rat, it's a cat. It's a figure of speech scales. Point being, he's an unwelcome guest. You guys must be the sewer workers. What are you up to? Something on the up and up, I'm sure. Nothing to do with theft or murder? Asking questions? That doesn't bode well for you. Do you know what curiosity does for cats, Bob? It encourages intellectual development. Get him, boys. Wait, what? Oh, okay. We've got a running game now? Okay. Wait, I meant to loot you?
He's got a piece of fluff. As if I'm not fluffy enough already.
Loot again.
He's got
No,
as if
same.
I'm not fluffy enough already.
Okay, we beat 2 this time.
Locked as tight as the lid on that jar of mayo I've been struggling to open all month. Except, I guess for this, I can just find a key instead of wrestling with it.
Maybe. I didn't loot his body.
Only thing in his pockets is a sticky cough drop. Clearly worth fighting for.
Ah, he can hit me even if I'm in defense mode. Alright. I feel like there's something I must be missing. Also, it's clearly made for playing with a controller. It really is not. The button positioning is quite awkward. Okay, you have to spam the defense button. Yeah, if only we had a snuff box. Yeah, the key is spamming the defense button.
His pockets are full. Library card, medical alert bracelet,
Sewer key!
sewer key. Wait, that last one would be helpful.
Okay. But, what about what's beyond him? There is no beyond him. So back to the gate.
It's open.
Yeah, I was expecting the block button to be block and hold, but if you don't spam press it again and again, you don't keep blocking. Well, he probably has an allergy. He needs his medic alert bracelet. Chompy? Is that you? How's the latest batch coming? Chompy's occupied. Wait a second. You aren't Chompy. You're not even a crocodile. And neither are you. I'm the boss, you moron. I don't need to be a crocodile. I'm not sure how that works, but wait, you're the boss of the crocodile's tears? I'm Manny the Mantis Malone. Who the hell are you? I, the hell, am Albert Wilde, Private Eye, and I have some questions for you. Leaving them down there is just cold-blooded. At least we didn't roll them into the water. They always do. How's a little bug like you end up running a gang of bloodthirsty crocs? Well, no, not those questions. Questions about the crime you might have been involved in. Then I'm not answering anything. I won't let you pin me down. I probably shouldn't have said that last bit out loud. Okay, so there's little guy. There's also whiskey glass. I see you like to enjoy the fruits of your illegal distilling. It's a good businessman that samples his own products and shares it with his friends. Needless to say, I won't be sharing it with you, so don't bother asking for a drink. Anything else in here? There's a clock. No, it looks like I meant to talk to him. You still trying to pin me down, you sack of... What? Hey, let me out! Looks like I was able to pin you down where the cops couldn't. It's not really that impressive. Have you seen the city's police force? Now, I have questions about what happened in the warehouse district. Think real hard about your answers. If I'm satisfied, I'll let you go. I won't answer anything without my shark lawyer present. Well then, you better get real comfortable in that whiskey glass. All right, you've made your point. I'll answer your questions. We found a body in the warehouse district. Know anything? Nope. Really? A body in your territory and you just don't know? Look, leaving bodies around ain't our style, cat. Too messy. Too many questions. What do you do with your bodies then? Well, you've seen my boys, right? And their teeth? Oh my god. Besides, whacking animals isn't our style. We whack kneecaps, assuming the patsy has kneecaps. So have you had to whack any kitty kneecaps recently? No's, but yours look mighty tempting. Wait, are you saying the dead body's a cat? Yes. Oh. I guess that does make sense. What does? Believe me, if I told you it would make less sense. And your glass prison? Well, give me a minute. I gotta figure out how to explain it. What about the thief? An eyewitness saw someone trying to steal something at the crime scene. The thief ran into the sewers. One of your boys, I take it? Nope. We aren't the ones who stole it. It sure sounds like you know what it was. I do. And that's because I actually have it in the back here. But you just said, we didn't steal it from there. Someone else did, and we stole it from them. That was a lot of capital letters in one sentence. The thief wasn't one of my gang. She had her own thing going on. She got caught, ran into the sewers, and tried to get away. She forgot that this was our turf. She bumped straight into my boys. Did they eat her? No. What kind of scaly monsters do you take us for? We had a chat, during which we relieved her of all her ill-gotten goods. Why do I get the sense that there's more that you aren't telling me? Oh, you have no idea. But then you don't know what she stole. What did she steal? So you have whatever it was they stole? I sure do. It's under lock and key. What is it? That is a complicated question. Ugh. That's a complicated question with a complicated answer. I figure it's a whatever is a pretty simple, complete sentence. This goes way deeper than you could imagine. You sound like my proctologist! And I told him I've got a deep imagination. Sounds uncomfortable and gross, frankly. Look, I need to know what it is. It's evidence in a possible murder investigation. I don't know. I don't know how much air's in that glass of yours. Alright, alright. Maybe it's easier to explain if I just show it to you. It's just through that door. I'll need to give you a code for the lock, though. Tell me more about yourself. How did you end up running the gang? Everyone asks that. Even the bloodthirsty crocs. I'll tell you. I would tell you, but I'm writing a book about my life, and I wouldn't want to spoil the book. How's the writing going? I'm at the chapter about the time I was thinking about becoming a mantis of the cloth. A priest, you? Doesn't seem like a good match. Not really, but I do know a fair bit about praying, get it? Ugh. Good lord, the less I know about you, the better. Okay. Can we now enter here?
A solid metal door and a combo lock. No one's getting at anything past. I'll need the number for the keypad. And I bet Manny the Mantis has it.
Right. You didn't tell me the code that you mentioned? I thought that it was implied that you gave me the code. You have this mysterious item locked up behind a door. What about it? Where did you think I was going to put it? In a safe? Our safe's at the shop. I have forgotten the combination, but the door's a real deal. Combo lock, sturdy as hell. You won't get through it. Tell me you didn't forget the combination to the door. No, that's an easy one. It's Uncle Lenny's birthday, June 6, 66. I can't tell if that's more or less ominous than any other number. Good old Uncle Lenny, he was a character. Too bad how his marriage ended. He got divorced? Devoured. You know how praying mantis mating works, right?
66. Done. And open. Now to see what's on the other side. The heck? Another door with another lock.
Really?
Looks like this door is just as solid as the first one.
Tell me there's a scene where you walk into dogs playing poker. We haven't had that yet.
As is the number lock. Guess I'm gonna need another passcode.
Can you give me the second password? Hey, what gives? There's another door. Oh, right, yeah. I sometimes forget about that one. and I forgot to remove my drink glass from this desk. Alright, don't get your catgut in a twist. It's just an extra precaution. What's the passcode? 84, the summer of 84. A special day for my parents. The day your mum met your dad? It was the day my mum ate my dad, but it was very romantic. I'll defer to your expertise on praying mantis romance.
84, the summer of mantis love and mantis loss, I guess. There we go. Just gotta open this thing up and finally see what the... Oh, come on.
Another door! Underneath my mask is another mask.
This is getting a little ridiculous. What needs this much security anyway? Man, even if this wasn't evidence for the case, I'd be curious and suspicious.
Ask for the next combination lock. What do you want? The other door. There's a third door, yup. My cousin Vinny has a door repair and installation shop, and since we're family, he gave me a discount. 3 doors for the price of 1. And you put them all in the same place? Where else would I put them? Wherever. What's the passcode? 1234, the day your grandmother swallowed her second husband? Nope, I just couldn't think of any other more interesting number.
Okay, 3's the charm, right? They always say things come in 3s. That's why you always succeed on the 3rd try. 3's the nice, dependable number. Speaking of dependable numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my luggage combination. All right, here we go. I hate my job sometimes.
Another
A
door.
4th, you have to be kidding me. This has to be a joke, but nope, it's real. Gotta get that strong security in there somehow, huh? Another big, solid, heavy door. You know, just like all the other doors. And let me guess, I try the handle, it's locked. It needs another key code too. You know what? I'm not gonna argue. A 4th, you have to be. This has to. No, gotta.
No.
I'm not gonna argue.
I was just trying to open it the other way in case you were bitching for no reason. 4 doors? I thought you said your cousin sold you 3 for the price of 1. And he threw in an extra one as a freebie. 'Cause I'm family. I'm this close to smashing your glass with a hammer. It's the last one, I swear. I just wanted to be sure this thing was safe. There is no passcode. It doesn't have a lock. Hey, Vinny wasn't that generous with it, but I tried opening it, and it said you can't open it.
I don't believe that this is actually unlocked. I don't believe that the last door in this ridiculous setup would be completely
I tried
unlocked.
it!
You know what? I'm not gonna argue or question anything at this point.
Boo!
What is that? A bracelet? Why is it so small? No. It's a collar, and not the kinky fun kind. At least I hope not. With one that small. This was on the body. But why would someone steal it? And why would the Crocodile Tear Gang keep it locked up so tightly?
Are you done monologuing? Bring the collar here and I'll
What the
explain.
feline
Oh? We've been teleported? Hello, cat. Oh, crap. How am I going to get out of here? So are we teleported into the human world? Maybe, maybe?
Whoa. Okay. That was weird. Is weird. Weirdness is definitely happening. Either I inhaled a bit too much crocodile moonshine while I was down in the sewer, or grabbing that collar sent me somewhere I've never ever seen before. Looks very nice, to be honest. I like the view. I feel drawn here, somehow. But there's no time for sightseeing. I've got a mystery to solve. More than one, really. And besides, I've got things I have to find. Answers, clues, a way back to my car. And of course, the most important, urgent thing I have to find right now.
The bathroom?
A bathroom.
Yeah.
I forgot to go to the little litter box room before leaving the house. What's that shop? Out of time clock repairs. Maybe they've got what I need, even if it's just a corner to do business in.
Okay, that's an interactable. Is there anything else? No, because there's an invisible wall. Alright.
This is not a walking distance.
Hello. Welcome, you're late. I am? I didn't know I was supposed to be here. Well, you're about time. So, anyway, I was wondering if I could use your phone to call for a ride. Could I also borrow the key to the bathroom? I have to leave a deposit. Here's the key, doors over there, go save the world. Save the world? I mean, it's a pretty big deposit, but it's not that big. Context, please? Or, you know, a name or something? You're still here? Doors over there. Alright, alright. Okay.
Hey, this isn't the employee bathroom. Either that, or these are those weird modern European toilets I keep hearing about.
The teleporter machine?
Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepped or something. Not that it would actually work, I'm sure. Maybe not that it would actually work, I'm sure.
So what, we go back out and we complain that that wasn't a toilet? I still need the bathroom, and it's not a bathroom. At least I don't think it is. What is it? What's going on back there? Read the instructions. Not what I had in mind for some nice, light bathroom reading whilst I did my business. Save the world? If it's that important, you'd think you'd give clear instructions. There were clear instructions, maybe for you. Could you tell me anything? If it's that important, you'd think there'd be clear instructions. What is this place? How did I get here? Is there a train back to the city? You don't talk much, do you? Nope. What's up with the bathroom, anyway? The instructions should clear things up. Good talk. Glad we chatted. What's your name? Who are you? Who are you? Ugh. Okay. They make it sound like we missed something in there. So we try again. Ah, I did. Instructions for interdimensional quantum zapping electrical relocation operation. The IQ-0. Insert object charged with quantum particles, sold separately, into the receiver. It will glow if it's compatible. Once it has been placed, it will activate automatically. Step into the teleporter and activate to teleport to the object's current location via quantum physics. Just trust us on this. Do not attempt to teleport when object is in the user's pocket. This risks violent ejection of internal organs. Or worse, a particularly severe case could rip the user's dress trousers.
Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepped or something. Not that it would actually work, I'm sure.
I read the instructions. Maybe I have to actively interact with the instructions, not read them on the wall.
Well, that would be bad. I like these trousers, but what is all this about teleporters and quantum particles and stuff? No, seriously, what is it about? I kinda glazed over it and forgot it as soon as I read it. And why is that collar I got off of Mantis glowing all of a sudden?
Because it belongs in here.
Maybe not that it would actually work.
Really?
I'm sure.
But I read the instructions. Oh.
Quantum charge This is either that weird device or a very fancy name for a toilet. I should test it out before squatting in it. This collar looks like it'd fit nicely, not like it's important evidence or anything.
And then it floaties.
So, if those instructions were right, this collar's now paired with this teleporter or something. But who cares? It stopped glowing. This is a ripoff. Guess I'll hang on to it. Even if it's less cool. Still, at least I didn't try and use that machine as a toilet. Having that happen to my butt would be even less cool. On the other hand, at least I'd have, gotten to go.
Now we can use this?
I guess teleporting to the collar's location is less impressive if the collar's currently in my pocket. Although, I bet it would look kind of funny. Either that, or turn me inside out. Maybe I better not chance it.
Am I meant to talk to you again then? Okay, I've paired the collar to the machine. But I still need the bathroom. I don't know what all this is about. Yes, you do. It was in the instructions. You expect me to remember that? That was a whole 2 minutes ago. You can teleport to where the collar is. That was in the instructions. Where is the collar currently? If that's true, I'm going to need 2 things from you if you want me to save the world. I need your phone, so that a friend can pick me up and take me back to the crime scene. Do you have a potted plant that you're not fussy about? Because I have some urgent incoming fertilizer.
I got to go. And then, I got to go back. Well, this case sure has taken a turn for the strange. There's absolutely nothing normal about any of this.
You right back there, sweetie? Feel free to shove little Sammy's booster seat out the way.
Okay. Almost nothing normal about any of this. What the hell is this collar? And why does it stink like my litter box after a bad night out? Okay. I suppose being kept in a sewer explains some of that. But still, what was that clock store I ended up at? Where did that machine come from? What did the Crocodile Gang have to do with any of this? What is this wet spot under my butt?
Careful, sitting on the right side. Poor little Susie had an accident this morning.
It's all connected to this case. I know it. I need to get back to the crime scene. gotta ask Francis about
It is
this
a bit
car.
strange. But strange can be good, Baron. Different is at least interesting, not like generic shooter, COD number 687.
Gotta tell Betty about what happened in the sewer. And most important of all,
Oh wait, Susie had the accident on the left side. The right side is where Tommy vomited.
car back. What the? I know I'd made some scathing remarks about how long the city PD took to finish investigating the scene, but I wasn't expecting them to take it to heart this much. That's the fastest I've seen a crime scene cleared since Don Capybara was totally not bribing the mayor. No siree. Either I've been gone longer than I thought, or something's fishy, and I don't mean my afternoon snack.
Okay, hello Mr. Hippo again. You again, what do you want? What happened? Where did everyone go? How long was I gone? A few hours, give or take. And you finished investigating the crime scene in that time? You could put it that way. What other way is there to put it? We decided we didn't feel like investigating anymore, so we stopped. We? Betty wanted to stop? I know standing around is exhausting, but no, she was the odd one out. She wanted to keep investigating for some reason. The reason being the thing I love about her, the trait she and I both share. A thirst for justice. She must have picked the wrong line of work in that case. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We're cops. It's not like we have to solve crimes to get paid. That does explain a lot. I beg your pardon. Sorry, hairball. But I do need to solve this crime to get paid. So, can I at least look around and ask you a few questions? I suppose so. I don't know why there's so much fuss, though. It's not like anyone died. Well, they did, but still. What's happened to the body? Is the body of the cat in the morgue? We were going to take it there, but the crematorium was closer. We have to save gas these days. So you cremated it? Isn't there supposed to be an autopsy or something? At least poke the body with a stick? Yeah, there was supposed to be. Where's the chalk outline for checking position and all that nerdy stuff? Hey, graffiti's illegal, and our chief is serious about cleaning it up. Did you at least take a photo before you took it away? Someone probably did. Maybe Betty? She's such a keener, that girl. Do you mean she actually does her job? Pretty much. Huh, who bothers to do that? Why are the sewers blocked? I couldn't open the sewer grate again. Oh, you were the one who opened it. Do you know how much it smelled up here? In the interest of public health, we sealed it off permanently. No more stink. Couldn't you just have closed the lid? Yeah, but this way we get to claim we're tough on cleaning up the city. Could you help me open it again? Nope, I'm on break. How about when you're not on break? Then I'm going home. Look, there's a hideout down there, with criminals and everything. Nah, sounds like too much work. Tell someone who cares, like Officer Betty. What happened to the glass? Did you sweep it up? It was a safety hazard. People could cut themselves. Did you figure out where it came from? A failed attempt to put in a skylight. But the fragments look like they got blown out of something. Surely you dusted them for prints or something. You're a funny guy. Betty says stuff like that too. I guess she must dig your sense of humor. I wish. What about the leggy guy, Francois? I don't know. Dunno? He was here earlier, wasn't he? Yep, now he isn't. Funny how that works. When you don't have any more questions for a witness. Do you know where I can find him? I assume you took a phone number, an address, some way to contact them? Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. Oh boy. You might have to check with Betty, I suppose. She's the one on top of this sort of thing. You know, talking to the witnesses and stuff. Where is she? Can I talk to her? Sounds like she might actually have some insight on the case. And actual brain cells. The chief ordered her back to headquarters to handle some urgent police business. You mean a line of investigation that might blow this case wide open? Nope, he's got her shredding files and organising the annual picnic. The actually important stuff. If you want to talk to her, check back in at HQ. Based on the stack of work the chief gave her, I'm thinking she should be there for the next, 7 years. Thank you for being so utterly unhelpful. You're welcome. All part of what your tax dollars pay for. Okay, can we now go to... the police? Maybe they're at the market?
No getting in here. Market's closed and locked off till morning.
No, this is not where we want. How do we go to the cops? Do I have to call them from my office first?
I'm pretty sure the chief won't want to hear from me again right now, or ever.
No. Maybe I need to use a different exit from the crime scene.
Looks like the cops wanted to put a lid on the stink of corruption wafting off of this case. I mean, it was pretty stinky. Not gonna lie. Well, if I want to go ask the mantis about the collar, I guess I'll have to pop this open again and head down there.
Trying hard to open.
Whoa. Okay, new plan. I guess I'll not do any of that. Ugh. What did the cops do? Glue this lid on? Wait. That's exactly what they did. Huh.
Maybe I need to look at the now empty space?
Body's been removed, along with the jaunty little chalk outline they're supposed to draw around it. Floor's been wiped clean. Damn it, what am I supposed to crouch over looking pensive now? No respect for the art. I swear, you'd never know there was glass here. Looks as clean as my butthole after 6 hours of licking. Whoever's cleaning up this crime scene, they should be cleaning up the streets. Literally, they still haven't swept up the glass on the sidewalk from that time my client, helped me through that window.
I don't think there's anything else to interact with in here, no. Although maybe now that I've looked at this, we get a new dialogue option with Mr. Hippo. No, we do not. Maybe we go speak to Francois at his dance studio? No, this is our cow friend.
I guess teleport. Although, either that, maybe I better not chance it.
No, still not the teleporter.
This is not a walking distance.
Maybe I meant to interact with... Oh, it's called Betty's office. Okay. Not called HQ.
Betty might be terrible at hiding her secret passion for me, but one thing she's not terrible at is her job. She's vaguely passable at it, which is better than most animals with a badge in this city. If any of the cops can be useful, it's her, if nothing else. I know she won't turn a blind eye to crime on the streets.
But sir, we've barely even begun. I didn't even get to start knocking on doors and making myself obnoxious. No, not for the annual police ball fundraising, for asking about the loud noise that happened last night. From the case, if I could just... Sir, look... never mind. How could today get any worse? What's up, doe eyes? I need to stop asking questions that I don't want answers to. Did you miss me, doll? Having troubles with the higher-ups? Not in the slightest. Admit it. I bet you were worried about me when I vanished into the sewers for hours on end. Are you kidding? It was the one upside of the higher-ups deciding to glue the sewer lid shut. Speaking of, where have you been? I jumped down into the sewers hours ago, and you smell like it. What happened? Oh, not much. I found an elite criminal enterprise set up in the sewers. How was your day? Peachy, now that I'm dealing with... Wait, let's run that last bit by me again. There's a gang in the sewers. It's too bad you didn't come down with me. We could have made quite the sting. Like I said, I don't get paid enough to go sewer diving. I care about stopping crime, but, well, I've got limits, and I hit them when shit is involved. Maybe you'd better start from the beginning. Walk me through what happened. I went down into the sewers. A few seconds after Albert's bizarre narration. So let me get this straight. You found a gang in the sewer that stole a collar from a mysterious woman, and now you can teleport to where the collar is. I know it sounds unbelievable. Have you ever heard of anything so ridiculous? From you? Pretty much constantly. This isn't even in the top 10 most ridiculous things that you've ever said. What are you going to do now? I was thinking of taking the collar to Francis to see if he recognized it. Are you high? You can't just hand over evidence without dusting for paw prints. Fair enough. Could you do that? Do I look like I could do it? You'll need to turn it into the police. And that'll make you help with the investigation? Well, you see... Case is closed is what I hope she's about to say. Chief! Let's be polite. Albert Wilde, Private Eye. I remember you, you feline fool. We talked on the phone just a few hours ago. I was just coming to tell Officer Betty here one last time that if she insists on pursuing this ridiculous case, she's off the force. But Chief, no buts, it's an accidental death. I'm not about to waste time and resources on a mere accident. An accident with an unexplained body, imploded glass, and a potential gang connection? What was that? Oh, nothing. Just one thing. The most important thing about the case by far. Will you pay me my reward money by cash or check? Why would I pay you anything? Well, I investigated and cracked the case. You didn't say anything about them having to be related. Forget it. There's no case, there's no reward. Go back to your litter box and stay out of police business. Well, that's that. I suppose that you're done now too, now that there's no money on the table. Are you kidding? Not a chance. I'm not giving up until I get to the bottom of this. Wait, but why? For justice? To solve the mystery? Or there's gotta be some blackmail material somewhere. Or to impress her. That's too honest. I think we'll go with the blackmail material. If the reward from the cops isn't an option, perhaps a bribe from the mob to keep quiet about what I find would be the next best thing. Sure, if you want to find yourself at the bottom of the lake in concrete boots. Never gonna happen, babe. They don't know my shoe size. Never mind that, Albert. Whatever your reasons, and the mixed opinions I have about you, I appreciate the fact you're willing to stick with this case and see it through when I can't. Are you sure you can't help me at all? Nope, the chief's orders are very clear. I'm off the case for good and under orders not to bring it up again. I can't help you. For example, I definitely couldn't tell you that someone ordered forensics to stop what they were doing. Or that what evidence we did get is now stuck in a box in the police archive. Then why are you telling me? Oh, I get it. It took me a minute. That's a tough code to break. Are there any other ways I could not help you? With Francis's address? It's a shame that I can't tell you about how I took down his details to follow up with him later. I wrote them down on a piece of paper here, but I couldn't show you the paper because that would be discussing the case. It would be a shame if someone took it from your desk without you noticing. Yup. Any other ways that I could not help you? Okay, she tells us about the same thing. It's in a box. You need to go talk to them. Don't tell them they're a bunch of pencil-pushing hard-asses. Any other info? No. There's nothing more I can tell you, and this time it's genuine, not in code. This whole detectiving thing is so hard. Okay, we're good for now. If you're having trouble, come and see me, and I'll not help you as best I can. Thanks, Betty. You're a doe. Brilliant observational skills, as always. But good luck. To the police archives.
I've never been one to play by the book. Mostly because I can barely read. But sometimes, to solve a case, you've got to play nice with the manimal. That's why I'm headed to the police archives. I want to lay my pretty eyes on what the cops actually found at the scene, and check out what they were actually able to piece together for themselves, which probably won't be much. Not like the police do much to solve crime in this city.
There's a big bump and a scream sound effect. Albert clearly ran over someone else again.
Which is a good thing. Sometimes. Hope nobody noticed that.
Welcome to the City Police Department Archives. Could I help you? I'm interested in evidence on a case I'm investigating. Well then, you've come to the wrong place. Wouldn't the police archives be the correct place? You must be new. You expect me to get out of my chair? The archivist doesn't want to get out of their chair. Can I help you? Have you seen this trunk? It means the police department can skimp on maintaining a functional filing system. Means everything just gets chucked in the back and locked away while I retain all the important info. Saves them $1. If you remember everything, could you remember the case of the strange cat body that happened the other night? Doesn't ring a bell. It happened literally less than 48 hours ago. What happened to your trunk? Never forgetting. I took trunk enhancers. Let me in. At least let me in so that I can go look for myself. I don't mind doing your job for you. I mean, checking for myself. No? Could you be more specific? No, as in only people allowed back here are the ones dropping off evidence. Well, and that last thing you said too. Only drop-offs? What about when someone in your department wants to take another look at things? You realize that literally never happens, right? Alright, so the only time anyone goes back there is to drop off evidence. On a totally unrelated, casual note, I have some evidence for the case. How would I submit it? You follow procedure. What's the procedure? I forget. You're really bad at this whole elephant thing, aren't you? Calm down. There's no need to get hot under the collar. I'm not. Wait. Hot under the collar, did you say? The collar's evidence. I've got evidence for an ongoing case burning a hole in my fur. Can I give it to you, or... No, wait. I just remembered the procedure. Any evidence needs to be properly bagged. I can't take it as is. There's a wrapping station over there. We were using it for our Christmas wrapping charity drive. We earned a whole quarter. Thank you for your help. Okay. Go use the wrapping station? And he gracefully wrapped the collar. Give it to Mr. Elephant. What do you want? Here it is wrapped. You may now take it and file it under the warehouse cat corpse case. I've just remembered another part of the procedure. It's wrapped up because it has to be submitted by registered mail or courier to make sure it gets to us safely. But I'm right here. I can hand you the evidence. How much more safe is it going to get than that? You never know. I might drop it in my coffee. And I don't feel like working right now. Get a courier to bring it by later. Okay. Thank you for your help. A courier, you say? Maybe the market? It's uncanny. What about our... Oh, the moose is gone. They have completely captured the reality of public service. I don't know. When I was working in I remember an awful lot of pointless meetings, yearly educational how not to be corrupt videos, and many pointless emails that didn't even apply to me. One of them made me exceedingly angry. One of those, here's an email about something that's not really your responsibility, but we're going to tell you you have maybe slight responsibility to do. It was infuriating. And I ended up trying to actually follow it up and do the right thing and find out what was involved in genuinely being responsible for this thing. And it was literally impossible to do because you needed to log into a system that they only give the password to certain people for. So they shouldn't have sent out the original email saying everyone is partially responsible for this, when really only a very specific subset of people can do the thing. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Anyway. How are we going to send this in via mail? Have we seen a post office anywhere? Maybe we ask Betty about how we send in the mail. Nope, she says no. Okay, what if we go speak to Francis?
Didn't just see the body. He saw someone with the body. The same someone who Crocodile Tears got that collar from. I figure it's worth seeing if the sight or smell of the collar jogs his memory, even if it's just enough for an interpretive dance number. Phew. The collar does stink, though. Like someone doused it in eau de sewer. Wait, That's just me, isn't it?
I didn't expect to see you again, Detective. Are you here to show off another dance number? I'm sorry, no. I'm investigating an unsolved case, but doing so by dancing is beyond my skills. You're running around in circles, snatching at nothing. It's surprisingly easy to express that in dance. And how about, tell me the color of the victim's fur? I see your point. Alright. But I don't know what else I can help with beyond what I already told you. Ask me your questions. You didn't see what they took off the body? No, well maybe. I was in such a flurry I couldn't tell. In the middle of a conniption and in the planning stages of a fit. If I showed you, do you think it could jog your memory? It might, or it might bore me to tears. The universe is a mysterious and unknowable thing, which coincidentally is the theme of my latest dance routine, and I'm feeling inspired to move. Could it wait until after you've looked at the thing? Show him the collar. I want you to take a look at this thing in my pocket. Is this a come-on? Because if it is, I'm beginning to see why Officer Betty said you were single. Oh, it's not in my pocket. Where the heck is it? Let me guess. You came here in a big song and dance, taking up my precious time to show me this thing, and you forgot where it is. Forgot is a strong word. Maybe I could convey the nuance through dance steps. Maybe you could dance step out of here and leave me alone. If you want me to see this thing, bring it to me. So are we being punished because I put it in the bag? Do I have to unput it in the bag back in the archive room? Can I even unput it in the bag? No, the bagging thing is gone. Betty has no help for us. Can we do the other dialogue box for Francois? You saw someone stealing something from the body and then run into the sewer. Do you think I'm going to remember now more than when it was fresh? Sometimes it takes a while for the brain cells to get up to speed. Maybe if they're hogtied and hobbling on crutches, like your mind. But now that you mention it, I remember a flash of white. It might have been their outfit or their fur. Is there any chance the suspect you saw was a lady? I didn't have time to ask what with the dead body. I'd clock their gender as somewhat petite. Can I try showing the collar again? No. Do I send it from the clock shop? Because, like, the obvious thing here is we're giving the collar to the police thing so that we can then teleport to the inside of the police evidence area.
No. Either. Maybe I better not chance it. So, looks like the police archivist is as helpful as the rest of the cops in this city.
Okay, we were meant to go back to our office.
Screw them. Once I get this caller into the archive, I can look for myself. And all it will take is a quick phone call to my local courier. I sure hope I paid my phone bill.
I was meant to ensure that we would phone the postal delivery service. Whatever.
Whoa. There's a dial tone. Guess the check to the phone company didn't bounce. Yet.
Vulpine Velocity Courier? Our speed is our service. We're already there at your destination, handing over your package. I've got a package to deliver. No problem, we're on our way. I haven't told you where it's going. It's 146 Warthog Way. No problem, we'll be there in a jiffy. How did you know? We pride ourselves on our speed, and part of that is knowing where your package is going before you even do. We're almost there. Don't you need to pick it up? I'm at apartment 23 of 950 Lizard Lane. We understand. We'll be there shortly. Remember, our speed is our service.
Huh. That was weird. I wonder if...
Knock, knock, knock.
Wow,
Foxman is here.
That was fast.
Makes me think of Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is a fantastic movie. You're supposed to be my lab partner. I am. No, you're not. You're disloyal. Okay, that was impressively fast. We aim to impress, sir. Like our motto says, our speed is our service. Just hand me the package and I'll be off in a jiffy. I don't have to pay you or something? No need. For the sake of convenience and speed, we've already billed your bank account. Wait a minute. I didn't... You know what? Never mind. Let's just get this over with. Here's the pack. Got it. On my way. We'll let you know once it's delivered. Remember, our speed is our service.
Oh, there goes a fox who loves his job, I guess. Okay, maybe he loves it a bit too much.
Look, I know your speed is your service, but this has gone from impressively speedy to unnecessarily speedy. How am I supposed to fit in a catnap if you don't take your... No, this is the lady that left the note.
The minute she walked into my office, I knew she was bad news. The kind of bad news when you order the seafood special and the waiter tells you they're all out. And now you're all disappointed.
Mr. Wilde?
She was all doe eyes and wolfish smile. Or maybe the other way around.
Hello?
Her canine coyness, setting my feline feelings on edge.
Mr. Wilde, is anyone in there? Depends on who you ask. What can I do for you? Mrs. G will do. Did you get my note? What note? The note I left on the door. That note. Yes. You're MG, right? MG stands for Mrs. G. An ironclad alias. Good. You can't be too careful in this city. What seems to be the trouble, Mrs. G? I have some trouble in my life, and I want to hire you to help me. What sort? Let me guess. Stalking. The hunter has become the hunted, the predator the prey. You are being stalked. I can tell from the tilt of your ear. Listening out for danger. Stalked, followed, trailed, snuck up on. I thought you said you received my note. I did. And I read it carefully, including the bit about... Oh, you wanted to talk about your husband. He's, missing? You came home one day and he vanished without a trace. That's why you're here, and there are tear tracks in your fur. What? I was just chopping the onions, And you came to me because you knew that I would stick my nose in every flea hole in this city, and that I wouldn't rest until I found your husband and brought him home. I know where my husband is. He's in his room. Well, that's not much of a mystery. What do you need me to solve? I'm glad I was able to help. I'll send you the bill. You aren't listening. He won't come out of his room, and he won't let me in. He might be doing, private things for a month? Yeah, that's a bit much. Did you know why he's refusing to leave his room? No, and that's why I'm hiring you. I want to know why he's shut me out. And you think I could figure that out? Well, you are a detective, from what I've heard. I'm a busy cat. I'm currently butt glands deep in a murder case. Well, maybe not murder, but there's certainly a dead body, and there is a mystery. So it's almost as good as a murder. I don't have time to play marriage counselor. I'll pay you triple your usual rate. I will make time to play marriage
The
counselor.
minute she walked into my office, I knew she was good news. The kind of good news when you order the seafood special and you get an extra prawn on the side.
Mr. Wilde, are you monologuing? Just part of the full detective service special, ma'am. As is investigating, so why don't sit down and tell me about it? Cough while I bill you by the hour, cough. Actually, I can't stay. I'm on the way to a doctor's appointment. I can't tell you anything right now. That will make it harder, but that's fine. I like a challenge, especially if it means I get to rack up my bill. Why don't you come by our place? I'll have time later to answer your questions, and maybe you can speak to Eddie. Here is our address. When you have a moment, please come. I'm out of my mind about poor Eddie, and you're the best, well, the only hope that I have. I do put that on my business card. Thank you, ma'am. I'll drop by later.
Well, that's a lucky gig that definitely has nothing to do with the big case. Good thing, too, seeing as the big case ain't paying. Now, crap. What was I doing before she showed up?
We were about to teleport to the courier's location.
Oh, right. The plot's calling.
We need to answer the phone. Hello, good news. Your package has been delivered. I have to take my hat off for your speedy service. But I don't wear a hat, so never mind. Where did they put the package? In the back room or something? I didn't stick around to see. I had to rush on to the next job. As I say, speed is your service. Yeah, I get it. Thanks anyway. Is there any...
Guess their wrap-up is as fast as their delivery. Now what? Who is it this time? Who is it now? The courier, with my package again. Mrs. G, with more about the case.
No, it's just me with some leftover casserole, sweetie. Do you want any? Deb, you're a real lifesaver. How come you always treat me so well? Well, judging by all the new clients and jobs you're working on, I figure it won't be long before you'll end up in legal trouble again, which means I'll be paying another piglet's way through college, right? Thanks for the casserole. And the ride. And, the ride I'll be calling for later, probably. Don't mention it. I'll send you the invoice.
And I will ignore it, but feel real bad about it.
Okay. Now we go to... Yeah, let's do with Mrs. G.
Why I'm bothering with this dull as dishwater domestic dispute, particularly at a time when there's dead cats, implosions, criminal conspiracies, and teleporting callers that defy the laws of physics. And to you, I say, first off, who are you? What the hell are you doing in my car? Get out. But secondly, a cat's gotta eat often and on demand with some nice clean water that a cat'll then refuse because they saw a tiny hair floating on top. Anyway, eating requires money. It's a whole thing. And thanks to the beasts in blue, it sounds like this big cat case isn't exactly going to result in anything fungible. I don't even like fungi, so for the sake of my stomach, I'm willing to swallow my pride, along with whatever food I can buy with my payment for figuring out this husband's midlife crisis. How hard can it be? He's only been holing up in his room for a month. I'm sure whatever caused that has to be super duper minor.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Please come in. You're very kind, and by kind I mean generous, and by generous I mean financially generous. But also nice and friendly. What a charming apartment you have. It's sweet. The apartment of a sweet, generous lady who hopefully likes being praised and responds generously. You flatter me, detective. Keep at it. Excellent apartment. Love it all. The couch, the tables, the rug, the window. The hole in the ceiling. It's nothing at all. It's just some construction we have on the go. We're adding a skylight.
That looks a little bit too much like another skylight at a certain crime scene. Either there's a crazed contractor on the loose installing giant hole skylights all over the city, or...
Would you like some tea or coffee? Feel free to ask me anything, or knock on my husband's door if you want to see what I'm dealing with. No, let's look at the skylight first.
It looks like something blew a hole in the ceiling. And as far as I can tell, whatever it was is way bigger than the dead mini kitty.
I can see you're surprised at how large the hole is. What can I say? I love natural light. The more the merrier, right? Okay, now we can try your door. Go away, Mr. G. My name is Albert. I'm a detective. Your wife has hired me to. I knew it. I knew we were working with her. You're one of her little gang of murderous cultists, aren't you? No, that's not what a detective is. Either that or I mixed up the flyers at the employment center. I don't believe you. I won't trust anyone working with her. She cannot be trusted. I know her secret. I won't tell you her secret while she's there. She's listening, and I won't say a darned thing. Well, that's going to make my job difficult, seeing as I'm here to find out why you've locked yourself in the room. I'm not here to make your job easy. If you're doing a job for her, then I'll try to make your job as hard as I possibly can. Why are you hiding in your room? To protect myself from her. From that she-wolf, what did she do? She's right there listening. And you're going to tell her anything I have to say. I just want to get to the bottom of why you're acting this way. I bet you are, so that my wife can find out. And once I tell you, I'm dead meat. Murder! That doesn't really sound like a reasonable response. Then how about this as a reasonable response? I won't say anything while she's here. Okay. Let's go. Can we talk to her and convince her to leave? He's asked for you to leave. Maybe you could step outside for a bit. What kind of wife would I be if I wasn't here the moment my darling husband comes out of hiding? The kind of wife who didn't make it sound vaguely ominous, maybe. 9. I do not leave this apartment unless it is absolutely vitally important. Like going to the ballet. You left the apartment to see me. Am I vitally important? No. I had 2 other vitally important things to do and I managed to fit you in between. Groceries in the fur salon. But now I have food in the house and my fur is done nicely. So I won't be leaving for anything short of the best ballet outing I've ever had. About the skylight. One day I thought I want a big skylight. But I'm not an interior designer. What do I know? It took a month? Didn't you say your husband's been hiding in his bedroom for a month? Maybe he just wanted to be out of the way during the construction. I don't think it's that, detective. The skylight, was there for at least a little time before my husband went into his room. Nothing else has happened, and I need to learn what you've learnt. Okay. No! I feel like that's it for now.
Alright. And by right back, I mean sometime in the foreseeable future.
Maybe. Let's go to the shop and teleport to the inside of the police archive.
filed the collar under the evidence for my case by now. Which means I'll teleport right into the file I need to see. Hope their file folders are big and sturdy enough to contain my awesomeness. What the? A garbage can? They threw the collar in the garbage. Glad to see the city PD is filing its evidence with due care and process. Something to look forward to while I look up the case file.
All right.
Let's see. Case 263. Received noise complaint in regards to a Husky convention. Interviewed the organizer for official statement. I'd say our tax dollars at work, but not like I pay my taxes anyway. Anyway, that's not it.
About this one.
Case 111. Traffic accident on East 3rd. Suspects an illegal ring of armadillo street racers, based off scale impressions taken from victim's face. No, this isn't it. You'd think weird cat corpse case files would be easy to find. Mind you, maybe it would be if I knew the first thing about filing systems. Case 419. Another complaint lodged against Albert Watt. Hey, that's me. Wait, how many other complaints against me are in here? Too many to go through, and still no sign of the file I need. All right, doing one more than throwing up my paws.
Hardy, hardy, har, har. Ah, there.
Case 5990. Unusual feline body discovered in... Wait, this is it. This is the entire police file for the case. This is every piece of evidence, every note taken. This is a joke, right? There's like 2 pages in here, and half a page is just a stick figure drawing of the body with a frowny face.
That hurts.
Body found under, This bit's partly crossed out. Implosion, then explosion, then hole in roof. That's odd. Body appears to be a small feline consistent with case 4666.
There's been another case like
As
this?
such, no further investigation needed or authorized. Send all case materials to janitorial to be recycled as toilet paper. Maybe it's a good thing their filing system is as deficient as their investigation skills. I'd hate to be fishing scraps of paper off Officer Hippo's rear end. Case 4666. So something like this has happened before. Sounds like I need to do some more reading, which is a sentence I never thought I'd be saying.
Okay.
Case 4666. Here we go. Dated a few months prior. Let's see what's in here. A lot of redactions. That's what. I haven't seen this many strike-throughs and black marker on a piece of paper since the last time a lady gave me her number. The whole case file is redacted to heck and back. How am I supposed to make out any of it? Hang on. There are some bits where the marker started dying. Guess police funding didn't extend to their stationery supply. A little squinting with my keen feline eyes, and I can make out cat. I guess that's something. Come on, eyeballs. Strain. Strain harder. Narrow those pupils. Is that appeared? Unusual, unknown, roof hole, sounding awful familiar. Something about released into custody. What? Some evidence, property, another body, someone living. And released to who? Claimant, parties involved, including... Ugh, I can barely make out the letters. Let's see. D. Dom. Dom D. Dom D. Wait. They couldn't mean Dom the Dolphin, the terror of 10th Street, head of the Sharks and Shirts gang. They say if you cross him, you'll sleep with the fishes. That's because he locks you in a fish cannery for the night. Best botch job of my life, really. Ugh, can't quite make it out. Oh, Ren. No, Ran. Utan.
Orangutan?
Oh, wait. Gutan. Orangutan. Orangutan. Head of the hairy apes. Even I know about them. And that's really saying something. I thought they kept to their side of 10th Street. Guess orang's got a long reach. You know, being an orangutan and all. M-A-N. Wait. Manny the Mantis. Again, is that twice he's gotten involved in these cat cases? Wait, never mind. That's an I, not an A. I should actually learn to read someday. M-I-N-K-Y-J-O. Minky. The Mink Jones. He runs the Rabbit Rodents gang. I think so, not the underworld boss I thought it was. Just another underworld boss. So, one cat case, 3 names. All prominent members of the criminal underworld. Counting Manny the Mantis in my case. And that makes, hang on. Let me get out my calculator. 4 underworld bosses, all involved somehow with weird cases involving weird cats. Which means absolutely nothing to me, given I don't know the first thing about the criminal underbelly of this town. I'm too busy minding my own underbelly, thanks. It's getting a little saggy. Besides, how am I supposed to know the secret ins and outs of this town's criminal underworld?
Maybe via Officer Betty? G'day, Solaire. Is there anything worse than when it's raining cats and dogs? Yes, having taxis. Also as many months as you are years old. Oh, the age.
Not like I work in a job where that information would be useful or anything. No. I'm gonna need to run this info by someone who knows this
Betty?
Stuff. Someone who's not only seen this city's seedy underbelly, but who's given it a scritch and a rub while saying, "Who has the cutest criminal underbelly?" That's you. Which rules out pretty much every cop in this town, meaning I'll need to find someone who's actually part of that world. But where would I find them? Not here, that's for sure.
I am surprised. And now we can just leave?
Alright. Now the tough part. How to get out of here. I'm imagining that since this is all their classified files, it must be under pretty heavy lock and key. That they apparently forgot to actually lock. Great elephanting, I gotta say.
You're not supposed to be in there. I'm calling the police. Aren't you the police? Damn, you're right. Does that mean I need to call myself? Would that mean I have to actually do some work? That's not what I took this job for. Speaking of calling people who are supposed to be helpful, I should probably call for a ride. Could I borrow your phone? If it means you leave before I have to do any actual work, then please do. Thanks for giving me a ride, Deborah, again. You do seem to need a lift lately a lot. Not that I mind, but have you considered taking the bus? In this city? You realize the giant police force budget means no budget for transit, right? You're lucky if the bus came every other ice age. I'm just saying, as much as I'm happy with the arrangement, bus fare is less than my retainer. Again, in this city, I wouldn't be so sure. Besides, I'm a detective. I have an image to maintain. Hard-boiled, world-wise, the kind of guy who's too cool to take a bus. I mean, you're currently sitting on a sticky lollipop my daughter left on the back seat, so...
Hard-boiled detective.
Wait, it takes me back here? Can I even teleport there again? No.
I guess teleporting to the caller's location is less impressive, although...
We grabbed the collar again while we were there. We didn't leave it in there.
Chance it.
Fair enough.
This is not a walking distance.
Okay. Yeah, let's try Betty. Nope. I don't see why we'd have anything new for Francis. But I don't honestly know what I would do. The most sensible thing feels like going back under... into the sewers and talking to the Mantis, because at least he would know about other gangs, which is what we've kind of been told that we're supposed to know. But this has been sealed shut. We talked to the hippo about it. That is a no. Maybe now that I have the collar back, I can show it to Francois. Here it is, don't mind the lint. I'm sure that won't compromise this vital piece of evidence. Now that I look at it, I think this was what the animal I saw take from the body. They were peeling it off its neck. Excellent, it has brought it all flooding back. Do you remember anything else about the thief? How they got this off the body? What they did immediately after? Did they give you a full confession? Let me take every detail that you remember. I just gave you every detail I remember. They took it off the body and then booked it. Fiddlesticks. I thought this might trigger a more fully realized flashback with cinematic camera angles and everything. Whew, phew. Okay, two things that I remember. The smell. The sewers aren't exactly the most fragrant of places. Not only that, although that too. I remember a strong smell before the thief ran into the sewer. The smell was familiar. Could you tell me more? Can't you smell it? There's definitely something else there. It's very familiar. I've smelt it before. What does it smell like to you? It's difficult to pick out the nuances from the layers of literal crap, but if I had to describe it, a pineapple after 5 sweaty rhinos have sat on it, an orange stuck up the rear end of an elderly turtle, or 2 warthogs playing tennis, yeah. 2 warthogs playing tennis with an overly ripe blueberry. A really long, really violent, really sweaty game. You're missing out on the ashy undertones. They clearly had cigarettes afterwards. That's not quite right either. Maybe more like a pineapple after 5 unwashed rhinos sat on it and then farted on it. Ridiculous. It would need to be 6 rhinos. Either that or the sewage has burnt out your nostrils. I've got it. It's an ashtray of an elderly chain-smoking rhino. If you then filled the ashtray with whiskey and orange juice. Close. I was thinking apple juice. Or pineapple juice. Yes, that's it. How did you know? Because I know exactly which drink smells like this. Okay, you said you recognize the smell, you're familiar with the smell the drink comes from. I was straining my brain to think of where I'd smelt it before. And it's in a cocktail. The only one speakeasy in town serves a drink that smells and tastes like this pineapple juice, served in an elderly chain-smoking rhino's ashtray. The back cover? The super secret speakeasy that no one's supposed to know about? Of course I know, I go every week. Everyone who's anyone knows about it. It's just that everyone who's nobody isn't supposed to know. But then how do you know? Never mind that now. The point being, the smell proves a connection to the back cover and their house special. What a tragic lack of taste. Couldn't it be something classy, like an old-fashioned... Or at least make the ashtray from an elderly chain-smoking yak. I have to go. Where are you off to in such a hurry? I need to visit a certain bookstore. Or a super-secret speakeasy that's in the back of the bookstore that no one's supposed to know about. I can't believe you know about it. Why would they even let you in? I'm sure they will. It's been a week since the incident, after all. They've probably gotten over it by now. Whatever. I have somewhere important to be. So if we're done with the questions, I hope you dance on a diamond. Yeah, that's kind of why I need to get going. If you could move on. Alright. We will head to bookstore.
I'm headed to the front cover. A little independent bookstore with one heck of a secret in the back. See, it's a joke. The super secret speakeasy is called the back cover. It's hidden in the back of the store. And look, it was funnier in my head, all right? Wait, this is my head. Anyway, there's only one drink in this town that smells like the ashtray of an elderly chain-smoking rhino filled with whiskey and orange juice.
Hail Mirage.
Only one drink, served by only this one speakeasy. And as far as I know, only ordered by one particular regular. I always liked this bookstore. It's cozy, welcoming.
Why, I say, old chap. Whatever you doing here? Didn't we kick you out? It was just a minor misunderstanding. Minor property damage. I'm sure they'll let me back in. My dear fellow, I don't think there's enough secret legal booze in the whole world that would make letting you back in sound like a good idea. But either way, suit yourself. What happens in the back room doesn't concern me, unless it has something to do with how many copies of the invisible monkey we have back there. If you want to get in, talk to Sergey. But I'm afraid you might not get far with him without the new password. Or an apology. Right. And with that, I think that makes for a nice place to cut. What will we find in the back of the speakeasy hidden in the bookstore? Find out next time in Cat Detective Albert Wilde.